When he feeds off of his victim's neck, it's really a kiss. You will see him just kiss. So it becomes incredibly sensual and very sexy, very sexy. This guy is irresistible. It's not about love. That's a curse. That's not a blessing. So it is a Gothic horror.
And opening night came, and the lights go out immediately, and a woman in the audience screams, "It's back!" And I thought, oh boy, what is this? And it has become a cult favorite here. And the last time that we did it, we sold out 8 performances before we opened. We added a 9th, and that sold out as well. So we were completely sold out. So before we opened, so the audiences just eat this one up.
It is a piece of theatre that people who know nothing about the ballet world can come to this production and know everything about Dracula and everything about the situation on stage without saying a single word. So it proves again just the power of non-verbal theatre. And when you wrap it up with amazing Gothic music and sound effects and shrieks and wolf noises in this dark, mysterious environment, so it runs the full gamut of all those emotions which young dancers immerse themselves in every single time. So the first thing I staged in this production was Dracula's first entrance in Act 1. And so I wanted to be able to portray him as somebody who could slither around the floor as a snake or hang upside down as a bat and come down the wall, or just be a very elegant man. And it all started with the hands. This guy has just like alabaster hands, and I just thought if he just held his hands like this, there's something feline but feminine and soft.
The first thing that I think about when I put on the makeup and Dracula's cape, I would have to say is calm. It's easy to go from 0 to 100, and Dracula is really about a calm demeanor. He's a strong presence, but there's so much strength in his stillness and calmness that goes along with the character. So I have to remind myself a lot of times not to exude every emotion, because really in reality he's an emotionless character.
Yes, Dracula is he's very stoic. He's very non-emotional. Even as he's closing in for the kill, nothing there. But on the inside of him, you can tell how fast his heart's beating and how much he's truly enjoying the challenge, the hunt, the kill that's coming out of there. And it takes a very wonderful character actor to portray with the body, the stoicism, walking the way you do, but portraying that, on the inside, this is just villainous.
Mina definitely is a different character to this ballet in the way that I feel like she kind of has a significant relationship with everyone in this ballet. Dracula, Harker, Lucy, all the little side characters. And I feel like it's really important to develop a special connection between each person at any given scene. She's kind of like the voice of reason throughout this ballet. And I feel like, many people are just gonna see her, I believe, as the heroine of this ballet, because she is kind of what defeats Dracula in the end.
So Jonnathan Harker first comes into the scene in his bed, and he's having nightmares, and he's very scared because he hears the sound of a wolf. And all of a sudden he turns his head and he can see that Dracula is turning into a wolf. All he can think about is, how do I get back to Mina? That's his goal, because he just got married to Mina. He's so in love.
So for Renfield, I feel like it's a little less organized, and it's just kind of pure chaos, but it's definitely animalistic. And, he is crazily afraid. He is beyond afraid of Dracula as a whole, but in the same respect, idolizes him. I think Renfield is frightening, because there is I feel like, a relatability factor of Renfield's character as a whole. But I also think in that same regard, because it is that, capacity of it being relatable, it is also tragic.
Lucy's really fun because she's not a one-sided character in any way, shape, or form. She goes from the most exuberant being you have ever met times 10 to a sleepwalking Lucy that is completely under a spell. She's not in control of what she's doing at all. She doesn't feel like herself. She's gone from energy out the wazoo to someone who is bedridden because she has no energy. She's been bitten multiple times, and then the music changes, there's a scream in the music, and you just go berserk. And it is so tiring and so much fun because you do have to be careful that you don't accidentally scratch people's eyes out. So you have to be careful where you're placing your berserking, but it is so much fun because we never, who gets to go berserk? Who gets to do that?
And when you wrap it up with amazing Gothic music and sound effects and shrieks and wolf noises in this dark, mysterious environment, and you have the ability to make a dancer who we know are just phenomenal athletes, to be able to get them to move in very different ways. Transylvanian peasants who are pounding the earth, trying to keep the evil spirits into the ground, to the elegance of the Whitby Ballroom, where there are people being Edwardian, elegant people like from Downton Abbey. And then in the last act, they do the ultimate. They get to be the undead when they come out of the crypt and they start and they want to drink blood. So it runs the full gamut of all those emotions. If you love Gothic vampire and Draculism and everything, vampirism, you shouldn't miss this because you're just going to add it to the many experiences that you have. And I think, again, the non-verbal theatre has immense power. And it's no better demonstration than this because it is a bloody good piece of theatre.